Hi, this is Karen with the Kine Garden Stuff. It's been about 2 months since harvesting from my hungry bin, which houses red wigglers. And for about the last month, this little picture here has been, what should I say, worms with water has been coming out, leachate kind of stuff, and the worms are still alive. So I just add them to my garden outside, which is no problem. And then I put a teeny bit of water here in the bottom of the pitcher, but that hasn't happened in a very long time, so I don't know why this is happening. I'm not sure if there's too many worms now in there, or they didn't like something that was in the bin. So let's check this and see if there's any more in here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. That's probably muddy, but it's leachate and some worms in here. So let me go ahead and take care of these guys first. I'm just going to dump them out in my backyard garden, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I dumped them out. I put a little bit more fresh water at the bottom here. That's just stained at the bottom of this pitcher. So let me replace the bottom tray with a different tray. Just in case any compost harvest falls into the floor or whatever. Alright, I'm expecting this to be muddy only because water has been coming out of the bottom, which it hasn't in a very long time, not since I first started this bin. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to dig around here until up to this line, but you know what, let me empty this first. Yeah, it's kind of muddy down here. You probably can't see it, but I'll show it to you later. Let me go ahead and dig out the rest of this stuff up to here. Alright, let's see if I can show you what's in here. This is what's in the tray that I got out. As you can see, it's kind of muddy in there, but that's okay. I'm kind of used to that. Let me put this back up here so I can put the tray back on without getting too much. Make sure I got the right thing on the right side here. All right. As you can see, see, that's pretty easy, simple to put back on. What it does, makes a big mess on the ground, or rather I did. Let me show you. Big mess on the ground. But that's easy enough to clean up. So I have about half a tray. This is a bus bin, so half a bus bin full. Let me get things cleaned up and bring this out and show this to you. Okay, here's the harvest taken out. It is a little bit muddy, as I mentioned before, and it is about half full. There are some worms in here, like this one, but not too many of them, which is good. So why it is so wet, I don't know. And to reset the bin, I didn't reset it like I normally do with the stick down the center and try to put everything down at the bottom. I'm just going to see what gravity will do in the next 2 months and go from there. That's all I can do. Experiment a little bit at a time. What I will do is whenever I see worms, as I go to fluff this up, to air this out, I will pull them out, put them back in the bin, and go from there. And I might either sift this out when I'm done. This will probably take about a good week or so to get dry enough to sift, or I may just be impatient and just put it out in my garden, because I try to do that at least once a week. Put a little bit at the bottom, at the base of each plant. Here's a sticker that the worms will not break down. I'll take that out eventually. But I wanted to show you that it is wet. Well, not overly wet, but you know, there's still some sticking on my glove, so it does need to get dry. But the majority of the castings are just that, castings. Hardly anything that is not broken down, which I'm very pleased of, and very few worms. So I will call this harvest a success, and we'll go from there. So thank you for coming on this journey with me.